Okay. Texas, I love over Illinois. That's my first one. Okay. Texas is going to beat Xavier. And Rodney Terry, I think we forget about how much talent and how souped up that car in Austin really is. Texas could go to the Sweet 16. So I like Texas over Illinois. That's one of my first round bets. Second pick, Swingler, hit it. There you go. Mount St. Mary's and American. I guarantee they will beat Mount St. Mary's. Why do I guarantee? Because Tony Hayden, friend of the show, who played at Mount St. Mary's, says that Mount St. Mary's is awful. He went to see him the other night, and he can't believe they won. He said their coach is amazing, but Mount St. Mary's is awful.
Pete, so when we said we were doing first round picks, I didn't think you were including first four, so I thought you were picking American to beat Duke.
No.
I was going to give you so much crap.
No, for Christ's sakes. No. Yeah, there you go. Unless they get into an accident or they all get held hostage on the way to the game. No. The Duke basketball team is not going to get abducted and ultimately have to forfeit to American. All right, next, because American's going to win. BYU and VCU. This is an easy one. BYU is not a team, by the way, who I love, like, in the tournament. Let me do a quick search on this, actually. I want to find out because I think for some reason BYU, and this has happened in years past, they're so much better when they play in the evening. And this game is a 105 tip. And that's I bet that's why the spread is as low as it is. It's a 105 tip. So, yeah, we still like BYU. BYU's still going to cover. That's a Thursday game, but that's a little closer than I'd hope. So of all my picks, I want you to be cautious with this one, but I still like BYU. But I'm telling you, for some reason, those guys suck in the afternoon. They always have. I don't know if it's a Mormon thing or what, but be careful with that. All right, next one. Scotty, keep it rolling. UCLA. I think this is an easy one. I think these are, some of these conferences are so good that, and they beat the hell out of each other all season long, that I believe that we overlook sometimes really how powerful they are. And UCLA, like, no doubt about it, should take care of business and win by at least 3 baskets. All right, next one, Scotty. I disagree with Corey wholeheartedly. Kentucky's going to beat the SHIT out of Troy. So there you have mine. And is that it for me, Scotty? That's it for my picks.
All right, we didn't get to this yesterday, so now I'm going to give you my picks, and we'll see if I can outdo Corey or Pete. Maybe we'll all end up going like 3-2 on the weekend or something. We'll find out. But hey, straight up, so one of my picks agrees with each of the guys, then I've got 3 picks that are different. First of all, I agree with Pete. I think this Texas team is hot at the right time, underrated, perfectly capable of getting out of the first round, and so I've got Texas beating Illinois in that matchup. The one where I agree with Corey big time, I think Arkansas is going to demolish Kansas, in part because I think this is the weakest Kansas team in a very long time. I think Coach Calipari is obviously one of the few coaches who can kind of measure up with Bill Self as a head guy. When I saw Kansas lose to Baylor here in Waco in person, I really got a negative view of that Kansas team. Not a negative, you know what I'm saying? Like their roster to me is very underwhelming. I think Hunter Dickinson, I'm being a hater a little bit here as a Baylor guy, but Hunter Dickinson, probably the most overrated superstar in the sport of college basketball, in my opinion. I think Arkansas is going to steamroll Kansas. So I think that's a really safe pick. I thought that was great on Corey. Here's where I diverge from the guys, and I think I really like what I've got here. So first of all, give me New Mexico to upset Marquette, but you're getting 3.5 points if you take New Mexico. I really like this matchup. New Mexico, if you look at their results, they haven't just won a lot of games, they've won a lot of games big. This is a very, very good team. Marquette, I think one of those name brand March Madness teams most years that might be a little overrated here. And then the other matchup that I really like as far as an upset goes is give me McNeese State with 7.5 points to cover the spread, if not win outright, but certainly to cover the spread against Clemson. Man, I've got a little Southland Conference love after I went through with the Baylor softball team to 2 Southland campuses last week. McNeese State, another team that has won a lot of games big and beaten some impressive teams on their resume. Clemson, certainly it's all task for them, but I do have this in my bracket as a McNeese State victory. That's my biggest swing. I love McNeese State there. And then, man, in this matchup, another 8-9 matchup. I was really tempted to take Baylor in an 8-9 matchup, but this Baylor basketball team might blow out Mississippi State, and they might disappoint me. So I will take 8 seed UConn, giving up 4.5 to beat Oklahoma. I think Dan Hurley's going to have his team motivated. 2-time defending national champs. I think Oklahoma is just overwhelmed here by the experience and the caliber of coaching of UConn. Give me UConn giving up 4.5 to beat Oklahoma. Another freebie. I think Colorado State has a really good shot at an upset victory as well, but I will take Texas. I will take Arkansas, I will take New Mexico, I will take McNeese, and I will take UConn. Those are my 5 picks. Take them to the bank. We'll see if Scotty Swingler can outdo Pete and Corey, and we'll be talking some smack about that next week, I'm sure.